Hello, Rorree here. How you doing? All right. Just listening to some music as I get this session ready for the young lady. All right, today, my next client, I am doing an energy check and a chakra healing. Oh, there we go. Chakra healing. Let me turn this down. Energy check, a chakra healing, and then we're just gonna do a quick little reading on where she is today, whatever her ancestors want her to know. All right, so I'm actually gonna push pause while I wait for the rest of the jumpers to hit the floor. All right, so pause for 1 second. Okay, we are ready now. Okay, so I'm just getting into doing cards, oracle cards for my sessions. So I did, and I meant to pull one of these cards too. I pulled, well, I actually didn't pull it. I allowed a card to jump out. So I allowed 4 cards to jump out for this session. And those are the cards that we're going to discuss today, but we're also, like I said, going to do a chakra healing. Oh, there we go. We're going to do a chakra healing, and we're also going to do an energy check. Okay. We usually do a check a little bit more often than this, so we haven't done one for you in quite a minute. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so the card that I pulled for the session is one of Esther Hicks' cards, just to set the tone for the session, but this is what jumped out. So I'm going to let you see it first. So this is what it looks like, so you can kind of determine what that means to you, because it's always good to look at the cards and see what they actually mean to you. Okay, let me turn this music down just a little bit. All right. So I am a physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. I am a physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. So let me read what it says on the back. You are so much more than the physical body. You have to come to know as, what? I'll be messing up the reading, boy. Okay, all right. You are so much more than your physical body. You have come to know as you. Okay, so you're more than just this body that you've come to know. All right. You are source energy. You are source energy, and you are focused on the leading edge of thought. In this powerful now, you hold the key to allowing the source that is you to flow. The better you feel, the more you are allowing the connection. You got that? All right, so that's the tone for this session, okay? So knowing who you are. Sometimes we relate too much to our circumstances, and we relate too much to our bodies and what our bodies are doing, or sometimes we anchor in what is going on in our lives. And sometimes it's not a good thing to focus on what's going on and everything, because then you bring more of that into your existence, especially if it's something that you don't really like. It's really a good idea to try to shift your thoughts to something that vibrates a little bit higher. And then remember that, you know, this is the physical body that you incarnated into, but you are the spirit within this body right here, you know what I mean? And you're on a journey to learn more and more about who you are, and who you are is not anchored to what this body is doing, you know what I mean? So I let's see how this session opens up to validate this card that has been pulled. Okay, you're much more than the physical body. Okay, your source energy, and you are focused on leading edge thought. Okay. The better you feel, the better better you're allowing your connection. That is so key. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna sit that, because my little place that I sit them is not there right now. Okay, let's get started. All right, so first I'm gonna look at you on spirit level and see what I see. Okay, so I see you vibrating at a gold and a peach color. All right, so I'm gonna read you from peach with a little gold. Okay, so right now I'm feeling that your energy is peaceful. I'm feeling, and I'm so used to writing because I'm usually with somebody and not recording like this. Okay, so okay, so I see that you're vibrating in this space where you're at peace. You're having a little bit of turbulence, a little bit of upheaval, but there are some things going well in your life that are really making you feel like the things that aren't going well aren't as bad as they may seem. A little struggle, you may think a lot of struggle, but you have some solutions. I'm hearing you're excited, you're waiting, and a little frustrated because you're waiting on something. I'm not going to get into that right now. But you're exuding a lot of patience. So that's on what you're waiting for. That doesn't stress you out, although it's taking a long time. All right. So I'm looking at your ability to have. Okay, so you are vibrating high in your ability to have, like you have like a havingness gauge, and you're vibrating pretty high with your gauge. So I'm feeling like your gauge is showing me that you're going to have some things that you desire very soon, and that you're also able to manifest what you desire when it's in your highest good. I feel like sometimes you desire things that are not quite in your highest good, and then you wonder why you can't have them, or why you are in a situation that you don't particularly desire to be in, particularly desire to be in. Okay, so right now I feel like you're vibrating a little bit in struggle. Even though you have some solutions, it stresses your body out, and there's frustration. I said that already. I'm hearing that again, that there's just some frustration there. But I'm hearing that, your solutions are here. I heard your solutions are coming, then I heard your solutions are here. Okay, so in your body, on the right lower back, I feel some stuck energy. Yeah, the right lower back, because I feel it on my left. So there's some stuck energy. I guess it would be maybe around your second chakra. There's a little stuck energy there on the right side. It's like a dull pain. It feels like it's a pain that you are used to. Earlier on, I felt a streak of something hit my upper back, but it went away as soon as it hit my upper back. It felt like that was associated with stress. Feels like lately you've been less stressed, even though you're still stressed. And it feels like you've learned how to cope with the stress that you're dealing with. We're going to look at the cards first, and then I will do the chakra healing. All right, so you had cards jumping out. The first card that jumped out was this card, financial constraints. Financial constraints was the first card that jumped out. I'll hold it there for a second so you could take a look at it. Look, I'm trying to take a look at it too. Okay, so here we go. This is what I see in this card for you. So what's jumping out for you with this card? Okay, so this looks like a bank vault, and inside the vault, there's a ledger on the floor. There are a couple coins, looks like a couple of gold coins on a shelf, and there's cobwebs everywhere. And this vault looks old and deserted. And on the door of the vault, on the inside, it just looks like it's old. But the way the spider webs come across it, it makes it look like a map. And what I'm feeling with this card is that, yes, you have financial constraints. This is what I was seeing. You know, you have financial constraints. However, let me move this cord. However, I'm hearing that you hold the world in the palm of your hands, and you have financial constraints, and it feels like there's no way to get better. That's how I'm hearing it. There's no way to get better. There's no way out. There's no way up. It feels like you've been tight for a long time. The financial constraints have been there for you for a long time. It feels like it's a never-ending thing to be in this place. I'm feeling like you've been here for maybe about 6 years. I'm hearing 6 to 8 years, because before the 6 years, it was kind of starting. So, okay, so I'm hearing financial constraints for that card, and that's what I heard for the financial constraints. It does feel a little old, but I do feel there is a way out in the very near future. All right, so I'm going to read what the card says, and this card came out upright. Financial constraints, it means restrictions concerning money. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money, but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence. So be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. All right, and I feel like you do that already. I feel like this card was just an indicator of where your energy is in this session. You're just having financial constraints. I feel like value what you have is what I'm hearing. Value what you have. And it's not just money. Value what you have. Learn what is most valuable. Money is great, but it's not the end all be all. Money helps you to pay your bills, and money helps you to feel more comfortable financially, but money doesn't bring happiness. It helps you to just have less financial stress and maybe have more freedom to get what it is that you desire. I feel like you feel asphyxiated when it comes to money. Money has been such a thing that has been so non-flowing for so many years for you, and you're young. So the length of time that it has not been flowing feels like a long time when it's not really that long. It's just that you haven't had that many years here on this planet, so it feels like it's been a long time. But it's coming around, and I'm hearing you will have some options very soon. In the very near future, you will have some options. So enjoy your life regardless of the money. Don't work yourself to death. You know, I don't know how much you're working, but don't work yourself to death. Make sure you balance and find a happy medium between work and play, and and just doing something good for yourself, like peaceful times. So balance it all out. It's time to balance it all out. And I know that's not what that card said, but that's what I'm getting. You have to balance your life out and make sure that you're not giving all of yourself away and not feeding anything back into yourself. Okay? All right, so that's what I get from financial restraints. All right, the next card came in reverse, and it was anxiety. Anxiety. All right, and so this is a young girl, and she looks concerned and worried. Her elbow looks bruised. It's kind of red. When I look outside, there's lightning striking down. The home she's in looks a little older. She looks like she has a nice dress on. Her hair looks nice. It looks like she's been crying a little bit. She looks concerned. All right. All right, so we're going to see what this card means. Well, let me see what this means for you before I go look at it. Okay. So for you, I feel like just like with the finances, all of it is creating anxiety. You're doing little things, you're taking little steps to release the anxiety, but it's still there. You go through your journey, you go through your life, you're pretty stoic, you you know, you may break down every once in a while, but you kind of hold it in. You try to be good. You try to do what you have to do for yourself, for your family, for work. Um, I still feel like the balance is not there. The balance is not there. So you're feeling like you're being pulled in a whole bunch of different directions. So I'm seeing like five, like five different directions you're being pulled in. And as I look at the energy of that, it's like a dark energy with these, it's like a dark blackish energy with these things that come out from it. The one of them is like a lighter color, goldish color mixed with the black. I don't know what it is. And then they're just coming out. These two here are black, and then the one down here is black, but then underneath it I see like a light, and it looks like under there are your feet, like, so I can see you under there. So it feels like this energy is covering you up. This is your anxiety energy. You're filled with anxiety. You're pulled in five different directions. But you're still able to go. I see your feet. Your feet are, you're like able to do it. Like you're juggling things, like you're doing all like this, but you're filled with anxiety and stress, okay? So even though you're able to do everything you need to do and you're able to be pulled in five different directions, your feet aren't stuck. You're not stuck in one place. That is a good thing. That's just showing me that this is anxiety. You're not stuck. So if you wanted to make a change, you could remember that, you know, I'm a physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. You can help create. You are source energy. We are all energy. So you can create something different and new for your life. So if you wanted to make a change, you could. So don't feel like you're stuck, because you're not. Your feet are moving. You can create opportunities for yourself, okay? So let's see what this means. And we will clear it as well. And this card was in reverse. So let's see what this card is saying. Finally, relief. The nightmare of a card reverse could mean one of two things. Either a recent problem is on its way out, causing you to feel more relaxed, or you have mastered the old habit of worry and have freed yourself from the anxiety within. So you have mastered the old habit of worry and freed yourself from anxiety within, okay? Either way, anxiety reverse is a good omen of more relaxed and peaceful times to come. Maintain a trusting attitude and let the difficulties and fear thoughts fade away into the distance. So this makes me feel like what you're waiting on is either right here, right around the corner, or there is another opportunity for you right around the corner. And it feels like you, like I said, you've already taken some steps to release the stress. You are still pulled in five different directions. You still have this anxiety over top of you. I'm feeling like you will have greater peace in the coming days. You will have greater peace in the coming days. All right. The next card that I pulled is this one, the world, and it was upright. I really do feel like you're going to have greater peace in the coming days. There is an opportunity coming. Okay, so the world's card, what does it look like? There's a globe, the world, the earth, and there's a person standing on like a dock, and there's lotus flowers in the water. And that's really, I feel like lotus flowers are awesome. There are 4 lotus flowers in the water, and this person is gazing at the earth. So obviously this person is not on the earth. Not if they're gazing at it. Okay. All righty. I see some beams of light coming from this person. And it's very difficult to see those beams, those like splinters or beams or something coming off of this person. So let's see what this card means for me, for you, or to me, but for you. Okay, so what I get is that, and I feel like I said it before, like you hold the world in the palm of your hands. You're the creator. You can manifest what it is that you desire. It is coming. You've already manifested. You just can't see it on this physical plane. You have your ancestors working for you. You have spirit guides working for you. Whether you know that or not, you do. You have some guides working for you, and they're helping you to manifest what it is you desire. You have not been having much space for your ancestors lately. You have not communicated with them much, and I'm hearing that that is definitely required right now. They want you to get to know who they are. So what you can do is just write down some of the ancestors who you know, and and you can use those names and who you would want to communicate with, and but you want to make sure that you're resonating with them. So as you write their names, if you resonate with them, then you can go ahead and use them in your spiritual practice. You can also run them by me, and we can go one by one, and I can let you know which ones are good for you to work with on this part of your journey, and maybe which ones maybe not so much for now. All right. So the world, what does this card mean for you today, according to this book? And it was, okay, expansion, opening up. That's what it means. Expansion, opening up. And in the upright position, the man in this picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to the more global network through the internet or social network or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now it's time to think big. And now it's time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it. And the affirmation here is, my life expands, and repeat after me, please. My life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited, powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open to me now. My life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited, powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open to me now. My life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited, powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open to me now. All right, and I didn't read the affirmations for the other ones. We'll go back and do that. All right, so, okay, so your world expands into boundless possibilities. No, I do feel like the doors are open for you. to have different routes to take, even with your feet being able to move like that. I feel like there was a point where the feet couldn't move like that and you were kind of like stuck. But I feel like, you know, I'm seeing a little bit of you moving, even though you're pulled, you've learned how to manage being pulled in 5 directions. So the next card is appreciation. And this is what she looks like. So this is a lady standing in, looks like some type of a flower garden or a lot of greenery. She's got some red flowers around. They're all blossom. And the sky looks, I don't know. The sky looks pretty, but it's not like bright, but it looks pretty. Looks like it could be like a sunrise or sunset. I don't know, one or the other. But she looks pleasant. What do I feel that this means? Appreciation. And it was upright. Okay. I'm hearing a couple of things, and I don't even think that's what the book is going to say, but I'm feeling like with appreciation, I'm feeling like there are going to be ways that you will be appreciated. I'm feeling though, like the first thing that I heard is that you don't receive appreciation verbally sometimes. So I'm feeling that is lacking. However, you know that you are appreciated. I'm hearing that. You do know that you are appreciated. I'm feeling like you are growing. You're growing, you're maturing, you're learning, and you're striving to be a better you. I feel like you give a lot of appreciation, and that is going to be returned to you. That is going to come back to you. People do appreciate you, they just don't know how to show it. And it is for you, like we said in one of the other cards, to learn how to appreciate everything that's in your world at this time, because there's a lot going on in your world, and sometimes you're so busy being pulled in 5 directions that you don't even have time to take the time to appreciate what it is that you have. So you know how they say stop and smell the roses? Like it looks like this lady is smelling a flower. It could be a very open rose, but it feels like you don't take the time to stop and smell the roses. And when you don't do that, it will be easy to get you bogged down and not have balance, not understanding why you are where you are. It even could take you into a low place if you don't really take the time to appreciate little things, you know, appreciate your place, your home, appreciate the floors in your home. I mean, you know, whatever, you know, I think you have beautiful hardwood floors. Appreciate your flooring. Many people would really love to have hardwood flooring, you know. Appreciate your blessings on a daily, several times a day. I don't know if you still do the 11:11 prayers with me, but if you don't, set some specific times a day that you're going to pray. And during those times, make sure that you remember to give thanks for something that you're appreciative of. And that's going to really help to continue raise your vibration, and it's going to help you to continue to be that magician, to manifest and to co-create and to be a wonderful creator in your experience, because we create what's going on in our experience. And sometimes we create stuff that doesn't feel great and wonder why the hell is this here, you know? And sometimes we create wonderful things, wonderful opportunities and everything. And oftentimes that manifestation comes from that initial feeling of gratitude and appreciation for what you already had. And also appreciation for what you know is coming. You know, I tell people to know it with absolute certainty. Don't hope for it. Know that you have it. You might not be able to see it yet, but know that it is yours. You know, you've created it. You just might not be able to see it on the physical plane yet, but it's coming. It's manifesting. You know, I already put it out there. You know, it's about seed time and harvest. Seeds already planted. Now it's on the time thing. You know, and spirit time in spirit world is different than time in human world, or human, you know, human beings. Any kind of beings on this planet. This planetary time is different than spirit time. So, you know, and then you can't go into disbelief when you don't have what it is that you desire. So if you feel stuck in a particular place, just appreciate the things that are happening for you. There are things happening for you, and I know that you already know what they are, but be appreciative for them at least twice a day. You know what I mean? So, you know, I do the 11:11, even though I pray at many other times during the day, and I speak with God and my ancestors at plenty of times throughout the day. But, you know, I specifically speak to them at 11:11. And the first thing that I say is thank you. And I thank them for things that already are, and I thank them for things that are coming, because I've already put it out in the universe that they're coming, they're mine. So I thank for that as well. But I always give gratitude for something that I do have, and that I am very grateful and thankful for, you know? So, I mean, and you know what, I think, I think them all the time. Like sometimes I'll wake up or something, or sometimes I wake up and I slept very well, and I'll be like, thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. It was really great to sleep tonight. You know, sometimes I astral travel, and if I go to bed late, oh my stars, like last week, I had these other dimensional experiences twice, and it happened late in the morning, like 8 o'clock. And I was just like, wow, this is interesting. But I was so exhausted when I woke up. I was like, what in the world? And then it happened twice. And I was just like, okay, what was that all about? You know, and then I learned from that. So needless to say, I thank them for that experience because it was on purpose. But then, you know, the next day I also thank them for being able to sleep through the night and not get up all tired. You know what I mean? So thank them all the time, even if it's something as little as that. You know how some people say, I thank God that I woke up this morning and got started on my way. So, you know, you could thank them for that, because you ain't have to get up this morning, you know? So even if you can't think of something major, there are so many little things that are so important that, that other people, you know, would be so appreciative of, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to think, well, you know, and you can look at other people's circumstances sometimes and see what you are grateful for, you know, that maybe somebody else is going through. You're grateful you're not going through that. You know what I mean? You might be grateful that you could see clearly when something may not be for you. You may be grateful that your ancestors helped you to move on from a situation. You know what I mean? Because they have helped you move on from things. They help you to grow stronger and stronger with different things that are going on in your life. I know there was a relationship that you had, and you recently have, you know, kind of said, okay, you stay over there, because what's going on with you is not serving my highest good right now. So if you want to be over here, then there's some things you have to do with yourself. Otherwise, you stay over there. And he's over there right now. So that's good for you. You know what I mean? Because his energy in your space at this time with the energy that he's bringing is not serving his highest good. So until he heals that and releases that energy, then you're not allowing him in your space. And nobody told you to do that but you and your ancestors. They guide you and they give you the strength. Do you know how many people don't have the strength to say no, don't have the strength to say, you know what, I love you and I love spending time with you, but whatever is with you right now is not good for me. You know how many people would just stay in a messed up situation and allow themselves to be overcome by some other forces, you know, because they're desperate, you know, or they don't love themselves enough to put themselves first, you know, or those are really some of the main ones. But we've all been there, right? Yeah, I don't know one lady that hasn't been desperate in you know, on my journey. I haven't met one that hasn't shown some type of desperation for a mate, you know. So for you to be able to say not right now, that was great. You know what I mean? That was awesome. And you're very young to be making a decision like that. Okay. All right. So that's something you could be appreciative for. You could say, thank you, my ancestors, for guiding me. Guiding me. They're guiding you. You know what I mean? And I know I some of my highest abilities are my empathic ability. That's like one of the highest. And then um the clairvoyance is high. So so you know, I thank them that I can see and hear clearly. Thank you so much for that, for allowing me to see and hear clearly, because there was a time when I couldn't see very clearly and I was always going to somebody else so they could see for me. You know what I mean? Now I still might validate what I see with other people, but you know, there was a time when, whoo, you know, I didn't trust myself at all. You know what I mean? And my ancestors were working with me. I just didn't trust what I was hearing or seeing. So, and once you start to trust, that gets better and better. And I know you've been out of practice lately. That's one of the things that I want you to start working on. I want you to start working on your intuition again and working on your meditation and your visualization. I know there's some videos from the class sessions from earlier this year that you can look at again and be led through the visualization techniques and stuff. Practice up, you know, because I know you feel rusty and you know, you probably are. So definitely practice up so you can gain more confidence in that. So things would just get better and better and better. And as you do that, your vibration is going to get higher and higher. And we're at a time now, especially in this lovely year of 2020, we're at a time when everyone needs to be raising their vibrations. We do, you know, because this is a very pivotal year. And this world is in a spiritual war. You know, this is spiritual warfare going on, and if you don't raise your vibration, you could get sucked in to where you don't want to be, you know. And that's why, like, it's like some people, I call them agents, like Mr. Smith from the Matrix, but some people are agents because their vibration is too low. And when you have somebody who vibrates low, they're easily susceptible to low vibrating things, low vibrating circumstances, and things of that nature. And if you vibrate too low, you will get sucked down a rabbit hole that you do not want to be in. So for me, sometimes if you're a Smithitarian, I'm not going to spend that much time with you because you might have one foot in the door of, you know, maybe being 4D, and then, you know, the other foot is in, you know, the other foot, legs, body, and arms are in 3D and you're vibrating too low in 3D, you know, and when it's just not a good thing, you know what I mean? Because if you're vibrating low and you can revert to, for me, one of the reasons why I kind of don't spend a lot of time with Smithitarians is because at any point they can flip on you. You know, you could be having a conversation and it goes this way and you feel like you're on the same page, and then all of a sudden, boom, they flip and they acting like some crazy person. You know, we see a whole lot of crazy people on TV right now. You know, I think this whole world is crazy with these dumb masks. So, you know, that's some Smith stuff to do, to be making you wear a mask and to be slowly killing your insides, you know, having people wear masks for 8 hours a day while they at work and they inhaling carbon dioxide all day long. Is it carbon dioxide? Yeah. So like, you know, on what planet is that sane to be inhaling and exhaling your own freaking breath for freaking 8 hours? That shit is stupid. So that's a Smithitarian thing to do to the planet, be having everybody walk around these stupid ass masks. So anyway, you know how I feel about that, so I'm not even going to go there any longer. Appreciation means choosing gratitude, and it did come upright. This card shows a woman holding a single rose, so that is a rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom, yet around and behind her are rambling bushes. Okay, yes. She could be focusing on these, worried that she might get caught up in their prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she's pausing to experience the blessings of the single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining. Okay, so it was sunrise. Shining on her choice. Oh, okay, it's shining on her choice of roses and on the tiny buds waiting to open. Okay, so those are the ones all over the ground. This card upright is telling you that you have much to be grateful for. And like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there is more to come that you can't yet see. So there's more to come that you can't yet see. And I think we said something like that, right? That your blessings are here. You just can't see them yet, okay? Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value, okay? So if your consciousness is on lack, you're gonna create more reasons to feel like you're lacking, okay? If your consciousness is on value, you're going to create more reasons to feel like, oh, I value this. You know what I mean? So don't focus on the negative stuff. Okay. All right. And it's okay. So this decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value, and it's guaranteed to bring more worth and riches to your life. All right. The affirmation is, I choose to see and appreciate the beauty and value around me. Oh, I got to read it slowly. I'm sorry. Repeat after me. I choose to see and appreciate the beauty and value around me. I increase my gratitude every day. And I am attracting even more to be grateful for. I choose to see and appreciate the beauty and value around me. I increase my gratitude every day. And I am attracting even more to be grateful for. I choose to see and appreciate the beauty and value around me. I increase my gratitude every day. And I am attracting even more to be grateful for. All right. I love that. Okay. Hey, 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 hey. All right. One thing that I used to do when, and then we're going to get into the chakra healing in a minute. So one thing that I used to do, like when finances were an issue, I knew what I needed to do to make sure all the bills were paid. And I streamlined things, and I just started just focus. I knew what bills needed to be paid. Okay, these bills are going to get paid. This is the time they're going to get paid. And I just didn't focus on my income. I didn't look at my bank account, and I just, I kind of just streamlined stuff and just knew that I was living within my means. And I didn't look at my bank account for like maybe 8 months. It was a long time, okay, to not look at your bank account, okay? So I recall, okay, so at the time I was doing real estate and land development, and I was also doing a network marketing opportunity. And I remember we were sitting around, it was me and 3 other guys. We were all the leaders in this opportunity in our group. And so we were sitting around because at the end of the month, we had a quota every month. And so I'm sitting there, and I was struggling. Every month I was struggling to make the quota every freaking month. And this particular month, I said, you know what? And it was the quota to be at this top level. All right. So this month, I'm sitting around with the guys. All right, where you at, Rorree? You know what? I'm not there, and I'm releasing it and letting it go. And I told them, obviously, I'm not supposed to be there right now because it is such a struggle every month for me to be there. And I don't feel like success is supposed to feel like that. I said, so I'm going to release this and let it go. And when it's my time, I will have it. And that's what I said. So from that point on, I didn't focus on it. At the end of the month, I didn't look at my stats. I just did what I had to do. I knew what I needed to do to be able to pay the bills. I made sure I did that. And if I did more, great. And I helped my team, because network marketing is about teamwork, making the dream work, okay? So I helped my team, I trained, I recruited, and I sold the product, okay? So I did that every day. I helped them sell, I trained them, the team, did everything I needed to do. I was a leader, so I was speaking, I was presenting several times a week, and I just kept doing what I had to do. Okay? And I wasn't looking at the bank account, and I wasn't looking at my statistics. Okay? I was not looking at it, because to me, looking at stats that say it's not happening, or it's like looking at a negative affirmation. You know what I mean? And then like now I'm putting pressure on the team to do what they got to do. And it just was too much. I'm like, you know what? This is what I want. I can't be forcing you to do something because I want to hit some goal. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. So I released it and let it go. And I didn't look at the bank account. Okay. So one month I had to check my account for some reason. And in the account, it had said $8,000 and some change. And I was like, $8,000? How the hell I get $8,000? Because I knew I had like paid the bills and stuff. How the hell I still had $8,000 in the bank account? Because I don't know how the hell that happened, And so I said, okay, I'm going to look at my stats and see what's going on. And I looked at the stats. I was like, oh my God. the month prior, I almost hit that high level. I missed it like by 3 points or something. So if I were paying attention, I probably would have hit that high level, but I wasn't, and that was fine. But so then that next month, I hit that high level. And then it just kept happening after that. And then I went up several levels above that level, you know, and that just happened, bam, 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 because I had released all the stress and anxiety surrounding making it happen, you know. And I used to tell the story, like, you know how a dog chases after his tail and he never catches it. Well, some dogs do catch, and that really looks funny. But most of the time, they don't catch their tail. Well, that's how it looked with me chasing after this goal every month, and it was depressing me. It was making me sad, because like, how often can you look at something and go for something every month you're trying like the little engine that could, and I was making it, but it was hard. Every month it was a damn struggle. I was like, you know what, struggleaholics no more. I'm done. I'm leaving the struggleaholics club. I don't want to do it no more. Sorry. Because obviously it wasn't meant for me to have it at that time. And it took 8 months for it to come back. So I tell people, you need to just let go of all the stress and anxiety surrounding having this. Let that go. Let it go. And if it's supposed to be yours, it's going to come back. Just like that level came back to me. And all I did was the little things every day in a great way. And I ain't focused on what was stressing me out. So whatever's stressing you out, don't focus on that, because you will breed life into more of that. You will breathe, you will create more reasons to be stressed out. If you're stressed out about finances, oh, I need some more money, then your car gonna break down, then something gonna happen, you're gonna get a ticket and that joker gonna double because you didn't see the first ticket or something, or you know, craziness gonna happen for you to need some more money. If you're stressing about not having any money, stuff is gonna happen so that you can still need more money and not have any money. You know what I mean? So be careful what you speak out as well. You know, don't speak out anything negative about yourself. You know, don't say I'm broke. Don't say that. You know, well, I don't have no money. I can't afford that. Don't say stuff like that. You know, I mean, even if it's not in your budget, yeah, no, I don't desire to have that right now. And just leave it at that. You know what I mean? Don't claim broke, busted, and disgusted. Don't be claiming it. That ain't me. Not this one. I'm, you know, I said on another thing, I said, you know, I was talking about acting as if you are already there. And that's another way to release the stress and anxiety. You have to start shifting your thoughts and shifting your being and starting to act like you're already there. So if you're paying your bills, okay, I don't have no problem paying, my bills are paid. Hey, act like you're already there. Act like you're a millionaire. Okay. Act like you're already there. Okay. Sometimes that's a little difficult when you really do feel broke, busted, and disgusted. And that when that happens, you have to maybe speak it out, say little positive things, say positive affirmations, speak out what it is that you desire, have gratitude, appreciation, and thanks. And now I'm going to look at you and clear those chakras and clear that anxiety energy out of your space. And then we're going to wrap up. All right. When I do my little pauses, you can just kind of zoom through there, or you could just breathe when I'm pausing and looking. Okay. And you can always speed up the time on YouTube. You can like speed it up, the speed of the video. So anyway, so let's do these chakras right now. So Your spiritual cord looks good. Your spiritual connection is good. Okay, I'm gonna do your 12th chakra right now. All right. It's good. Do the 8th. All right. And now I'm doing your 7th, your crown. I yawn when I'm releasing energy. I'm not tired. Your chakras are a spinning disc. So I remember in some of our classes, we did like wax on as a way to clean it. Oh, all right. And I'm just going to go down and clean and release. And you know how you could do this. You know the shortcuts and all that. And you can do this with me. As I'm doing this, you can just go down your chakras and heal them with me. All right. I'm not reading your chakras. I'm just healing them. I'm not going into which ones are stuck and which ones are not. I'm just cleaning them all off. All right, I am going to check your cords, see if you have any cords connected. Okay, there was a cord connected to your 6th chakra. So that would have made you feel like you're not seeing well, you're not seeing clearly. So yeah, so that has been released. I'm not reading where the cords are coming from or anything, okay? I'm just clearing them out. Okay. There is heaviness in your heart chakra. It's heavy. Like the cord is so heavy, like my hand feels like, it just feels heavy. Woo! Okay, so it's so heavy. It feels like my hand don't even want to go up. Okay. I had to kind of force that. That was not, that wasn't, I didn't like that. I had to force that away. That didn't want to go. Okay, so, and that cord wasn't serving your highest good, so, and it did not want to release, just to let you know that. It was draining your energy, and the energy that it would give to you was a heavy heart, okay? So it was sucking your energy and replacing your high vibrating energy with this drainage. Okay. I was hearing that that energy was associated, that cord was like, it felt, honestly, it didn't feel like the cord was with a person. It felt like the cord was with your job and the people associated with your job. So it felt like the whole entity of the job was corded to you, like right in here between your throat and your heart, but it was corded right in here. And it was so freaking heavy. I mean, really, and it was repulsing me. It felt like, it felt like it didn't want me to move it. It felt like it had a life. You know what I mean? That's special. I need to look at that. And it didn't feel like a good life. Oh gosh, what in the heavens is that? Okay, so yeah. So some of the things that you want to affirm are going to be about the life that you desire to have that don't include that job. So I don't want you to say, I want to quit this job, I hate this job, and stuff like that. But whatever your next thing is that you desire, I want you to be speaking positively about that and bringing that into existence. You know, I'm feeling like your next path, your next part of this journey is about growing. It's about learning. It's about healing. It's about wellness. It's a path about self, healing yourself. This is what you would be working on. That will be incorporated into your job, whatever that is. And I hope you remember that, because, you know, if you ask me again, I'm not going to remember. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that chord was special. Let me see if there are any others. Okay, there was one other chord to your root chakra, and I'm going to heal all the spots where the chords were connected. Sending positive healing energy to those spots where the chords were connected. Positive healing and loving energy to the spots where the chords were connected. All right. Okay. Your chakras look good. They're spinning, they're working, they're vibrant. I feel like more healing is to be done, but we're not going to do it during this session because I feel like I've kept you long enough. So, no. Okay. I am going to do one more thing. I'm sorry. I'm dissipating all of this anxiety and I'm sending it away. And I'm releasing the toggles that you have that go back and forth between you and the 5 things that pull your energy. And it's not bad or good, it just is. These 5 things that are pulling your energy don't need to be pulling your energy. You have to have dominion over your space. You have to have dominion over your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. You got to have dominion over this, you know, and you're giving your power away to the 5, whatever they are. I'm not reading it, but you're giving your power away to the 5. And you have to balance yourself out and take control over how you're going to give here, how you're going to give there, how you're going to give here, how you're going to give there, how you're going to give there, or if you're going to give there, okay? There's some places you're going to not give anymore. Even if one of the places is your job, you can still do your job and not give yourself to your job. I'm feeling as though it is time to release that job. That doesn't mean quitting, and that doesn't mean you won't work there anymore. You won't work there anymore. You may still be working there. You can still work there, but release the hold that it has had on you. Release that. It is time for that. There's another one of the things that you have to release. It's a family member that you allow yourself to be pulled by. You have to release the toggle, the tug of war, the rope that goes back and forth. You have to release that, and you give when you can. I feel like you're working on this. I'm hearing there's a third, that you have to create the boundaries and take your energy out. So it's feeling like you have to, although I have dissipated this anxiety, this high stress energy that was blocking you, right? Although I have released that, you still have to set all the boundaries, and you have to stop giving them your energy. You have to see it as a thing over here. And there's this thing that I do, I think I taught y'all this in the class, called It's Not My Problem. You're gonna have to see all of these as not your problem. They may be something that you do, work for, help, whatever, but they're not you. When it's your problem, it is in here. It is in here. It is all in here when it's your problem. These are not your problem. They all have their own problems. You might help them, but it's not your problem, okay? So we're not owning anybody else's problems. That doesn't mean we're irresponsible. That doesn't mean we don't help. That doesn't mean that we don't do. It just means that we're not embracing and embodying other people's crap as our problem. That doesn't mean we're going to be rude. That doesn't mean that we're going to be standoffish. You're just not going to embrace it in your spirit. So you're going to just work on that. You may need to put some protection up so that when they're throwing their problems at you, it goes right back to them. Okay? So you may identify what these 5 sources are of drainage, okay? Because that's what they are, sources of drainage, like vampires draining your freaking life force, okay? So you're going to figure out who the 5 sources are. I already told you 1, okay? So you figure out who the 5 sources are, and then you're going to put a bubble around you, and the bubble is going to have mirrors all around it. It's going to be a mirror bubble, okay? So this bubble is going to be around you at all times. And you're going to tell that bubble that what it's going to do is reflect back all of the energy from those 5 sources. Now, it doesn't even matter if it's a family member. It doesn't mean that you're sending them something bad. It just means that you're not receiving it, even by accident. You're not going to receive their stuff. And this is protecting you from embracing and embodying their crap as your own, okay? So, I think that's it. I think I've done everything that I said I was gonna do. Please like and share the video if you feel that it has helped you, and if you feel that it could possibly help somebody else. In all of my videos, although I'm working with one specific person, I always speak and teach as though I am working with many. I try to give as much as I can so that anybody could watch this and leave with something that can help lift their life up, lift their spirit up, allow them to live more fully in their bodies, and just to live a happier life. A lot of people are sad. A lot of people are going through a lot right now, and they don't know that they can control how they feel. They can control how they go and grow through this experience that we are having right now, So that's a whole nother topic. I'll talk about that at another time, but thank you so much. And I thank my ancestors and yours for assisting us in this session today. Peace. Ashe.